All right, third grade. Today you're going to be creating some graphs again. You're going to have a frequency table to create. You're going to be creating either a pictograph or a bar graph because you created these yesterday, and so I'm only going to require that you create one of them, but you must create a dot plot, okay? So you're going to create a pictograph or a bar graph, whichever one you want. If you want to do both, you can do both. That's perfectly fine. But you must create your dot plot, okay? And then you're going to be filling out your frequency table. You can use the same data that you used yesterday, or I was going to show you, but I erased it. Or you can create your own data, your new data again. So because I don't have mine from yesterday, I'm going to create a new one today. So today's frequency table data is going to be favorite colors. The number of students who liked this color. So some of the colors I'll do is I'll do my favorite color, pink. We'll do blue, green, yellow. Okay. And then for today's lesson, you're also going to give me 2 questions based off of the graphs that you create. So you're going to give me 2 questions based off of a dot plot, and then you're going to give me 2 questions based off of either your pictograph or your bar graph, okay? So 2 questions based off dot plot, and then 2 questions on either one of these that you do. And that is an expectation, and I'll show you what that's going to look like here in a couple minutes. Okay, let's finish filling in this. So I'm going to pretend like I surveyed some students, and I had 12 students who liked the color pink, 15 who liked the color blue, 9 who liked the color green, and 6 who liked the color yellow. Okay, here is my data. This is my information. And then I'm going to start filling out my dot plot. Now, 12, 15, 9, and 6, those are all multiples of 3. So I'm going to make my key be 1 dot equals 3 votes. Okay. And then here I have to put my colors, and my colors were pink, blue, green, and yellow. Pink, blue, green, yellow. So my key says that 1 dot represents 3 votes. So pink has 12. So that's 3. And you can just skip count. 6, 9, 12. So there's your dots for your pink votes. Okay, blue is 15. Remember, you want to keep them lined up as much as possible. 3, 6, 9, 12, oops. 12, 15. So my dots are lined up. See, even across here, they're lined up. You don't want to do that. This is not what you want to do. You don't want to do, here's one, and then you're going to do another one here, and then here, and then here, and here. Okay? there's no organization to this. You want your dots to be lined up as closely to each other all the way across, going up and down and side to side. You want them lined up as best as you can have them, okay? So let me do this again. Okay, so there's my dots that represent 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then green is going to be 9 votes. 3, 6, 9. And then yellow is going to be 6 votes. 3, 6. So there's your dot plot. It's super, super simple. We need to remember to change our title, favorite colors. Okay? And that is a perfect title right there. So then now you're going to create a pictograph and or a bar graph, whichever one you want to do. You do not have to do both, okay? But then the big thing that I want you to remember is you need to go and create 2 questions for each graph that you create. If you want to do both of these, you only need to pick one to write questions for, okay? So here I was going to write questions for my dot plot and my bar graph. And some of the questions, one of the questions could be, so I'm going to look back at my bar graph and I'm going to think, what kind of question could I create from this bar graph? Like, what's something that could be asked? I could ask, how many students chose, or how many students voted for green and yellow as their favorite color? That's a question, that's something that you could see on your test. How many students voted for green and yellow as their favorite color? That's question 1. And then question 2, how many students chose pink as their favorite color? Or you could say, how many more students chose pink and blue as their favorite color than green and yellow? That's a good question. How many more students chose pink and blue as their favorite color than green and yellow? So there's your second question, okay? So then now all you would have to do is create 2 more questions for a bar graph. So that's the thing that's going to be different about today is yesterday you didn't have to create questions, but today you do. And I want to challenge you to do a 1-step problem and a 2-step problem, okay? So you can create a lot of different questions. There's a lot of different ways that this can be asked. Remember, you got to come up with your own data, come up with your own category, come up with your own data, and then come up with your own questions. All right, you guys have fun.